In this session, we will discuss how to access element from the JavaScript array. So we can access the item in array by referring to its index number. So what meaning of this line? Suppose we have one array where ARR equal to within a square bracket we are placing three elements. It means we are creating an array with three elements. So watch this diagram. Here we create one array and this array contains three elements where first element value is 10, second element value is 20 and third element value is 30. We know each element that are present in array have index position. So first element index position is 0 and second element position is 1 and third element position is 2. It means index position start of an array from 0 to length minus 1. So last element position becomes length minus 1. Here length of an array is 3. So last element position becomes 3 minus 1, 2. So each element in array have an index position. Using index position, we can refer element in array. So 0 position represent first element, second position represent the third element, and first representing the second element position. So read this point, you can access the item in array by referring to its index number. So this means the first element is an index 0 and last element is an index array object dot length minus 1. Actually, length property returns the size of an array. So now watch here, suppose we have an array which contains three elements. From this element we want to fetch element. So how we can fetch element from the array? First of all, specify the array name and array name followed by the square bracket. Within a square bracket, specify the index position of that element that you want to fetch. Suppose we want to fetch first element, so first element position becomes 0. So this statement is used to fetching an element from the array. Which element fetch? First element fetch from the array. Suppose we want to fetch second element, so how we can fetch? Specify the array name followed by square bracket. Within a square bracket, specify the element position. So which element we want to fetch? Second element. Second element position becomes 2. Suppose we want to fetch last element. So how we can know the index position of the last element? First of all, specify the array name. Within array name followed by the square bracket. Within a square bracket, specify the last element index position. So how we can get the last element index position? We can use length property on array object. So here we are using the length property on array object that returns the size of an array. Minus 1 array dot length minus 1 which return the last element position. Because indexing start from 0, so last element position becomes length minus 1. So in this way we can fetch element from the array. Now comes in program. So here we create one file, array file.html. Within a body section, we are creating the script tag, script. Within a script tag, we are writing the JavaScript code. So here we create one array where my array, and this array contains three elements. So suppose we want to fetch all elements from the array. So how we can fetch? Document.write. So first element equal plus my array followed by square bracket. Within a square bracket specify the index position. So what index position for first element? 0. So now we are fetching second element. Document dot write second element equal plus my array followed by square bracket. Within a square bracket specify the index position for second element. Now br type. Now we want to fetch last element. So document dot write last element equal plus my array followed by square bracket. So my array dot length, which return the size of an array, minus 1. So this is a last element index positions. So now here we also include br tag plus br tag. Now print the size of an array. Size of an array. Size of an array equal to plus my array dot length. Now save this program. Now run this application. So watch here. First element is a 10, second element is 20, last element is 30, and size of an array 3. So in this way, we can fetch element from the array. Each element in array can refer by its index position. So I hope you will understand how we can fetch element from the array. Thank you.